Welcome back to my Madden 23 relocation rebuild with the Oklahoma City Bisons. We kicked off Season 4 with a 20-3 victory over the Commanders, and now we get to take on the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 2, but we will be simulating a few games. Before we jump into the game with Cincinnati, we do have an upgrade for Saquon Barnett. He gets +3 to awareness, 1 to man coverage, and 1 to zone coverage. As always, if this game is close near the end, we will jump in, but I want to get through at least 3 games in this episode. We're going to go ahead and jump into this game now. We are in the fourth quarter, under 8 minutes to go. We are tied at 13, but we are knocking on the door of scoring. Keyshawn Gaither downfield, and that is going to be into the end zone. Touchdown Oklahoma City, and that is our tight end, George Carson. On Cincinnati's next drive, they have managed to get into Oklahoma City territory. It's 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line with 5 minutes to go in the game. Burrow will take the snap and hand off to Joe Mixon up the middle, and Mixon will fight forward for a gain of about 4 yards and bring up a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow's back in shotgun. Mixon's still the running back. 4:30 to go in the game. He'll take the snap and looks to pass. Standing back in the pocket. He throws downfield. That'll be caught for another first down. Well, I guess not another first down. That's the first down we've seen from them. 1st and 10 from the 26. Burrow will drop back. Another quick throw downfield. That is caught for a gain of about 10 yards. From the 16-yard line, they have a new set of downs. Burrow lines up under center. Mixon is the running back here. He'll drop back to pass. Standing back in the pocket, now going deep over the middle. That is caught by Jamar Chase, and he is brought down inside the 1-yard line. 3 minutes to go in the game. Burrow lines up in a goal line set. Joe Mixon is still the running back. That's where they go with it, up the middle, and Mixon will not get into the end zone. Now from about 1.5 yards out, it's 2nd and goal. Burrow lines up under center again. Still a goal line formation. It's a toss to the outside. That is not Joe Mixon, but he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown from Jaden Tate to tie the game up at 20. Now Keyshawn Gaither has 2 minutes and 21 seconds and all 3 timeouts to try to win the game. We start in a shotgun formation. He will send Quez Watkins out wide, so Gaither is now the only one in the backfield. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He throws over the middle. That'll be caught and immediately tackled is Quez Watkins. That would take us to the 2-minute warning, so now 2nd and 4 from the 31-yard line. Gaither back in shotgun. Will take the snap and look to pass. A quick throw to the outside will be caught and a first down for Oklahoma City. Gaither lines up under center now from the 36-yard line. Antonio Gibson is the running back, but he'll drop back to pass. A quick throw downfield is caught for another first down, and that is once again George Carson. So now from the 49-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gaither will take the snap. We still have not burned a timeout. He throws downfield, and that one will be tipped around and somehow caught, but only a gain of 1. Now 2nd and 9. Gaither back in shotgun will take the snap. It's a play fake to Gibson. Gaither looking to go downfield, rolling around, now throwing deep downfield, and that will fall incomplete. That brings up a 3rd and 9. We are nowhere near field goal range yet. Gaither lines up under center. He'll drop back to pass. Standing back in the pocket. He's under pressure. Throws it at the last second, but throws it away. Cincinnati will now take over from the 19-yard line with a chance to win the game. About a minute to go in all 3 timeouts. Burrow will throw downfield. That is caught, and he's immediately brought down for just about a 5-yard gain. Now a 2nd and 5. Burrow takes the snap out of shotgun. He stands in the pocket, goes downfield, and that will force a 3rd down. That brings up a 3rd and 3. Burrow out of shotgun will take the snap and go downfield. That is caught for the first down. That would cause Cincinnati to burn their first timeout with 11 seconds to go. Burrow back in shotgun will take the snap and looks to pass again. A quick throw to the outside will be caught and immediately brought down. They'll burn their 2nd timeout. That will lead to a 2nd and 8. 6 seconds to go in the game. I don't think they really have time for much else rather than just throw it deep and hope for the best. Burrow will drop back, hoping to have some time here, and he had definitely had plenty of it. He's going deep downfield, and it looks like this game will be heading to overtime. And Oklahoma City will be getting the ball first as Cincinnati will kick it deep and Cooper Parker will not have a chance to return this one. Well, Gaither, it's up to you to try to win the game right here and now. Gaither will take the snap and look to pass. A quick throw downfield is caught for just a gain of a few yards. It brings up a 2nd and 7 for Oklahoma City. Gaither back in shotgun. Quez Watkins is now the running back. From the 28-yard line, he'll drop back to pass again. He's dropping farther back, now under pressure, hit as he's throwing, and that should have been intercepted, but I will gladly take an incomplete pass there. It brings up a 3rd and 7. We cannot go 3 and out. Gaither in shotgun will take the snap and look to pass. Dropping farther back, now going downfield, caught by Quez Watkins, but it won't be a first down, and we will punt it away. Cincinnati starts this drive at the 32-yard line. Burrow will send a man in motion. He play fakes it to Mixon, now throws to the outside. That'll be caught in out of bounds, but he actually loses 3 yards throwing that to Tyler Boyd. Now 2nd and 13. Burrow back in shotgun again. Mixon still a running back. Burrow will take the snap and looks to pass. A quick throw downfield will be caught, and that sets up a 3rd and 8 for Cincinnati now. From their own 34-yard line, are we both going to go 3 and out here to start overtime? Burrow in shotgun. Mixon's still the running back. He'll take the snap and looks to pass. He steps up in the pocket, goes downfield. That is caught and will be a 1st down for Cincinnati. Now at the 42-yard line, Burrow back in shotgun again. Will take the snap and looks to pass. Standing in the pocket, he'll throw downfield. That one will fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow back in shotgun one more time. He'll take the snap and once again look to pass. He's under pressure, but now going deep downfield. He's got a man. That is caught, and they are down inside the 20-yard line. We are going to need Cincinnati to make a massive mistake here. Burrow in shotgun. Definitely in field goal range. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He goes downfield. That is caught, and he'll be brought down at about the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Burrow lines up under center with Joe Mixon as the running back. He'll take the snap, handoff to Mixon up the middle, and Mixon will walk into the end zone, and Cincinnati will win the game 26-20. We had chances to win this game, but could not pull it out in the end. I still feel like Keyshawn Gaither played pretty well. I think Cincinnati is honestly one of the best teams in the league here. So the fact that we were able to compete with them into overtime is telling of how good this team actually can be. Final stats on the day, Keyshawn Gaither goes 30 for 49, 282 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Antonio Gibson could not find a lot of space apparently. And then receiving, George Carson 9 for 74 and a touchdown. Quez Watkins 7 for 44. Cooper Parker got his first career touchdown and 6 catches for 68 yards. Matthew Lamb held to 4 for 67 today. Over on defense, leading the team in tackles is a 3-way tie between middle linebacker Trent Woodard, defensive back Rocky Asin, and outside linebacker Daryl Nix. Tackles for loss goes to Kevin Donald. Sacks, Yannick Ngakoue got 1.5. Kevin Donald, Deron Payne, and Daryl Nix all got half of one, and we got no interceptions. Now let's see how Joe Burrow played today. He goes 30 for 44, 307 yards and a touchdown. Joe Mixon runs for 95 yards in the game-winning touchdown. We also saw Jaden Tate's 1 carry that found the end zone. Receiving, Austin Hooper, their tight end, goes 9 for 76. Tyler Boyd 7 for 63, and then Alani Sandridge got 1 pass for a 24-yard touchdown. We do have a few upgrades after that game though, and we start with safety Felix McGee. He gets +1 to awareness, 3 to press, 1 to pursuit, and 2 to tackling. The next one up is defensive back Thomas Ross. He gets +2 to awareness, 1 to man coverage, and 2 to press. Then rookie wide receiver Cooper Parker gets +2 to awareness, 2 to catching, and 1 to deep route running. Franchise quarterback Keyshawn Gaither also gets an upgrade, and he has +1 to awareness and 2 to throw accuracy mid. We do have a player that is up for a new contract now, and that is defensive end Kevin Donald, and 100% I would love to bring him back. He's the highest rated player on the team, so we're offering him a pretty big contract here. It's a 5-year deal. Let's see if he takes this, and the offer is perfect. I can't wait until next year. Well, Kevin, we still have a few games left this season, so if you could focus on that, that'd be great. We will also be simulating most of this game against Jacksonville. Once again, same rules apply. If it's close to the end, we will jump in. We end up with our second win on the season, though this game was never really close near the end. The final score today is going to be 27-17, so we improved to 2-1. Sadly, Keyshawn Gaither did throw at least 1 interception that I saw while simulating the game. That was his first pick on the year, though. We made it all the way to game 3, so that's an improvement over last season. And he finished today 29 for 44, 282 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. So not a great day passing the ball, but Quez Watkins did find the end zone twice, and I assume Antonio Gibson was injured in weekly training this week because he has no stats here. Ian Thomas also ran in for a 5-yard touchdown. Receiving, Matthew Lamb goes 8 for 83, Deshaun Slaughter 7 for 75, Cooper Parker 6 for 81. George Carson didn't get really involved in this game. Over on defense, leading the team in tackles will be Daryl Nix and Amir Brinkley, who both got 11. In sacks, it looks like we only got 2. And Zach Seiler, Amir Brinkley, Kevin Donald, and Yannick Ngakoue all got half of 1. And we got 1 interception, which was from Daryl Nix. Now let's see how Trevor Lawrence played today. He goes 19 for 38, 50%, 206 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Travis Etienne ran for 82 yards, and receiving, Christian Kirk 6 for 65 and a touchdown, and Evan Ingram 3 for 36 and a touchdown. Following that game, Amir Brinkley gets an upgrade point. He gets +1 to block shedding, 2 to hit power, 1 to man coverage, 1 to press, 1 to pursuit, and 2 to tackling. Deshaun Slaughter also gets an upgrade point. He gets +2 to catch in traffic, 2 to deep route running, 1 to medium route running, and 1 to spectacular catching. And then finally, we have wide receiver Matthew Lamb, who gets +1 to awareness, 1 to catching, 3 to medium route running, 2 to release, and 2 to short route running. Now in week 4, we get to take on the 3-0 Giants, who seem to have a pretty solid team. They have an 87 overall offense, an 85 overall defense, and an 86 overall team. And that is because they are led by quarterback Jalen Hurts, who is a 97 overall, and they also have Saquon Barkley. Well, that is definitely one hell of a backfield. Coach, we're approaching the end of the first quarter of the season. What more do you need to see out of Keyshawn Gaither? I'm going to say just build chemistry. I think I said the same thing last season. Beat the Giants and score 4+ offensive touchdowns. Once again, as always, if it's close to the end of the game, I will jump in. But for now, let's go ahead and simulate week 4 against the New York Giants. I think we're going to have a pretty good end of this game here, so we're going to go ahead and jump in. It's 1st and 10. We're at the Giants' 15-yard line, down by 1. We'll hand off to Antonio Gibson up the middle, who will run for the first down, a gain of 11. Antonio Gibson is the running back. He'll take a snap. They give it back to Gibson, who will go up the middle and walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma City. We will line up and go for 2 to try to make this a 7-point game. Gaither out of shotgun will take the snap. A quick throw to the outside will be caught. I believe that is Matthew Lamb, and we go up 24-17. On their next drive, the Giants face a 3rd and inches. Jalen Hurts lines up under center. That's really weird to see in a Giants uniform. Hurts will drop back to pass, rolling out to the outside. Is he going to take off? Yes, he will for the first down. Jukes out a defender and will get brought down near the 40. Hurts lines up under center again. Saquon Barkley is still the running back here. About 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Hurts will drop back to pass. Standing in the pocket. Now he's under pressure. Rolling out to the outside. He needs to get rid of it and finally does throw it away. Jalen back in shotgun for the next play. From the 41-yard line, he'll take the snap, dance around in the backfield. Now throw downfield for the first down to the 27. He'll take the snap and once again look to pass. A quick throw to the outside will be caught, and that is going to be, I believe, Sky Moore up the sideline for the first down. Now Hurts lines up under center from the 13-yard line. In an I formation, Saquon Barkley is the running back. They give it to Barkley to go right up the middle, and he will get brought down at about the 10. Now under 6 minutes to play in the game, Hurts will go back under center. Barkley is still the running back, and once again an I formation. He takes the snap and gives it to Barkley, who goes up the middle and will fight close to the marker. It's 3rd and inches. So Jalen Hurts will come out in a 5-wide set from the 4-yard line. Hurts will take the snap, a quick throw to the end zone, and a touchdown for the Giants as they will tie this game up at 24. Let's see if Gaither and the offense can pull off this win here. 5:06 to play. We'll start in shotgun with a handoff to Gibson to the outside for a loss of a yard. Now Gaither will line up under center from the 24-yard line. Gibson is still the running back. He'll drop back to pass. A quick throw to the outside will be caught by Slaughter to make it a 3rd and 7. Gaither will take the snap and look to pass here. And he throws to the outside. That'll be caught by Gibson, but out of bounds, and we will punt the ball back to the Giants. The Giants get to take over at the 30-yard line. Hurts back in shotgun. 3:59 to go. He takes a snap, goes downfield, finds a man open. That's about a 9 or a 10-yard gain to start the drive. That would bring up a 2nd and inches for the Giants now. Hurts back in shotgun from the 40-yard line. He'll take the snap, and it's a play action to Barkley. Hurts will throw to the outside. That'll be caught for the first down. 1st and 10, Hurts will line up under center. Saquon Barkley is still the running back. It's another play action. Hurts throws back across his body, finds his man, who will be brought down immediately. That brings up a 2nd and 11 now. Hurts lines up under center again. Saquon Barkley is still the running back, but he'll still drop back to pass. He throws downfield. That'll be caught for the first down. They are really close to field goal territory now. Hurts lines up under center. He takes the snap, hands off to Saquon, who was hit in the backfield for a loss of 2. They will come out in a 5-wide set for the next play. About 2:20 to go in the game. From the 43-yard line, Hurts will take the snap. A quick throw downfield will be caught, and that sets up a 3rd and 2. That should take us to the 2-minute warning, though, and it will. Defense, we need you to get the stop here. They come out in an I formation. He takes the snap, hands off to Saquon, who will end up with the first down. A run of 7 yards on the next play would then set up a 2nd and 3. Hurts comes out in an I formation again. It's a handoff to Barkley again, who will bounce it to the outside and has the first down brought down inside the 15-yard line, and we burn our first time out. Are we about to lose another close game? It's 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Hurts from under center will hand off to Barkley right up the middle, and he will get down to the 8-yard line, and we burn our 2nd timeout. Jalen lines back up under center. 1:07 to play here in the game. He takes the snap, and they go right back to Saquon up the middle for another first down, and he will get brought down at the 2-yard line. We burn our final timeout. You gotta slightly wonder if we're better off just letting them score here. It's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. And Hurts will hand off to Saquon Barkley, and he will fight his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants, and we will have a chance to tie the game at least. Let's see if Cooper Parker can do anything with this kick return. He'll get to field it at the 1-yard line, and he comes upfield across the 20, and that's where he's going to get brought down. Following the kick return, Keyshawn Gaither has 55 seconds to go about 80 yards downfield. Can we pull off a miracle here? Out of shotgun, Gaither will obviously look to pass. Standing back in the pocket, he's going to load up and go deep downfield on the first play, and that will fall incomplete. That brings up 2nd down now. 49 seconds to go in the game. Gaither in shotgun. Gibson is the running back. I don't really know how much our running back matters at this point, though. He's under pressure. A quick throw downfield will fall incomplete. Back in shotgun now for the 3rd down. 46 seconds to go in the game. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He goes downfield and once again throws incomplete. 4th and 10. Game is on the line right here. 43 seconds to go. He will send Antonio Gibson out wide, so now he is the only one in the backfield. Gaither will take the snap and look to pass. Dropping farther back, he throws down the sideline, and that will be incomplete, and we will fall to 2-2. Once again, we had an opportunity to win this game. The offense could not come through when it really needed to. And no, I'm not talking about that final drive where we needed a miracle. I'm talking about the drive before that, where we ended up punting the ball back to the Giants and they ran down most of the rest of the clock. But either way, we fall to 2-2. But I think both of our losses are to really good teams and we are competing with them. We just have to get over that final end of the game hump there. Keyshawn Gaither goes 26 for 42 for 300 yards and a touchdown. Did not throw an interception today. Running the ball, Antonio Gibson got 63 yards on 14 carries and a touchdown. Cooper Parker went 7 for 98 today, and Matthew Lamb caught a touchdown and 5 catches for 81 yards. I believe that is Lamb's first career touchdown. I could be wrong though. Over on defense, Teron Johnson led the team in tackles with 12 and Trent Woodard got 10. In sacks, we only got 1. Thomas Ross got 1 and Yannick Ngakoue got half of 1. So they both shared 1 and we got no interceptions. Now let's see how Jalen Hurts played. Jalen Hurts goes 26 for 43, 308 yards and a touchdown. Running the ball, Saquon Barkley, 25 carries, 110 yards and 3 touchdowns. Receiving, Juju Smith-Schuster, 9 for 125. Andrew Brooks caught a touchdown. And then Sky Moore, 4 for 48. But we saw 2 of them and they were both decent plays. Following that game, George Carson gets an upgrade. He gets +1 to agility, catching traffic, jumping, medium route running, 2 to pass block finesse, 1 to release, 2 to run block, and 2 to short route. That is where we're going to wrap up this episode, though. We will jump into the next one in Week 5 against the Indianapolis Colts, and if you can see there, we have a breakout quarterback scenario. Our quarterback is already a superstar X Factor, so if we can hit that scenario, whatever it may be, he will end up getting a massive amount of XP. I don't know what that amount is because I've never had anyone get it after they were already at X Factor, so hopefully we can get it and I can figure that out. Hopefully you guys also enjoyed this episode, and I will talk to you next time.